Welcome back, my friend, to video number 2. And in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the second direction that we can shift someone's conscious awareness to conversationally hypnotize them. Okay. Now, if you remember in the last video, what did we do? We taught you how to turn on the dimmer switch, right? Go from tension and gradually, systematically, little bit by little bit, percentage by percentage, drop someone down to deep relaxation. And notice as soon as I say deep relaxation, your body begins to relax. Now, why is that happening? Why is your body beginning to relax when I snap my fingers and say, relax? Why does that happen? It's because the second way that we can move someone's conscious awareness is from the conscious mind to the unconscious behaviors that begin to happen under the surface. So you don't know right now because you're not yet a conversational hypnotist. You're going to become one if you continue watching all these videos. But what you don't really understand is that as I speak to you and just have a casual conversation, just imagine that you're sitting down in my client's chair and we're just having a conversation. I'm asking you questions. Maybe I share a little story. Maybe I start to talk a little bit. And all of a sudden you start to feel relaxed in your chair. What am I doing? I am having a conversation with your conscious mind, your conscious, your awareness. And then I'm also speaking to your unconscious now, right? And how does one speak to the unconscious mind? You see, the thing is when we have a conversation, I'm keeping you busy up here. I'm just talking so that I can keep your conscious mind in activity. Because the more you start doing things, the more conscious activity you start to have outside, the more you sleep down deep, just like that. And I want you to just notice what happened to your body when I said sleep down deep, just like that. If you are really tuning in and really bringing your awareness towards me, then what you're going to find is when I say relax and sleep, you're going to feel something inside of your body. And what I want you to do is I want you to begin to notice where you feel it specifically when I say sleep down deep. Where do you feel it? Where does the unconscious mind live inside of you? Because the unconscious mind is the part of you that keeps your heart beating. Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. Were you aware of your heart beating just a moment ago? And if you weren't, I bet you are now. And notice when I talk to your unconscious now, I slow my voice down a lot. Why is that? Because the conscious mind, the brainwave is really fast. It's beta brainwaves. I want to get your conscious mind going like this, and then I want to tell your unconscious now to slowly take a deep breath in. And I want you to unconsciously now begin to feel the sensations on your fingertips. And what I want you to do is I want you to notice what you begin to notice as you look at my face. And notice what you're copying right now. Did you notice that you're blinking a little bit faster? And as you blink your eyes, I want you to begin to become aware that every time you blink your eyes, they begin to feel heavier and heavier. It's almost like every time you blink, you have glue just trying to stick a little bit more, stick a little bit more, stick a little bit more glue to your eyes. And as you notice that, eventually, they're going to get so heavy, so sleepy, so drowsy now, that your eyelids are eventually going to want to just remain closed now. And as you close your eyelids now, feeling the sensations, beginning to turn your awareness from the outside world all the way to the inside now. I want you to begin to feel your heartbeat, which is an unconscious process. And I want you to begin to tune your awareness into your digestive system, which without your conscious awareness is constantly working. It never turns off. And I want you to recognize that blinking is an unconscious activity. Breathing is an unconscious activity. In every moment of every day, you have billions and trillions of little sensations all around your body. It's like you're surrounded by a field of electricity. I want you to begin to notice the temperature of the air in the room. Can you notice and become aware of the unconscious activity inside your mind and begin to turn your awareness to the sensations of what it feels like to be in the room that you're in? Interesting. Now, when you're ready, if you have closed your eyes, open your eyes up, take a deep breath in. Because what I want you to do is I want you to recognize that there is an unconscious mind and a conscious mind. And what we want to do is we want to begin to bridge the gap so that when we're talking to the conscious mind, the unconscious mind is also listening. And while I'm keeping the conscious mind busy over here, the unconscious mind is beginning to relax down, sink down, float down, deeply noticing how you feel in your body. Did you notice that you're unconscious? And let me ask you this. Can you actually draw a line between conscious awareness and unconscious awareness beginning to bubble up to the surface? Beginning to float up, fly up, drift up, coming back to full conscious awareness. I want you to begin to think about how you can play with this with your clients. Here's a couple cool ways, okay? What are the bridges between the conscious and the unconscious mind? One of them is the breath, okay? So if you can become aware of the sensations in and around your nose, something you can use with your clients, I do it all the time, just say, become aware of the sensations in and around your nose. And as you do that, you're making an unconscious activity, which is breathing, fully conscious and aware. But the thing is that the conscious mind can't focus on too many things at once, right? That's why we give all the conscious awareness over to the unconscious mind. It's like if you had to remember to breathe all day long, how many times would you forget to breathe, right? All the time. If you had to remember to grow your hair, would your hair ever grow? If you had to remember to grow your fingernails or keep your heart beating, how many people would show up at the hospital unable to breathe, right? So when we give all of our awareness over to the unconscious mind, what's left is, the thoughts we're thinking throughout the day. What's left is the judgments and criticisms we have. Maybe we notice an emotion. Oftentimes, as you notice, your emotions are really unconscious. You just kind of push them to the side, and all of a sudden there's this big, scary monster over here that's trying to attack the village. It's just your unconscious trying to have a conversation with you. You see, I believe that emotions are messengers from our unconscious mind, our higher self, and our body's primal wisdom. And if you have the tools to help someone have a conversation with their unconscious mind, then my friend, you have access to 99% of someone's problems. Because if they knew what the problem was, and if they knew what the solution was, they wouldn't need you as a coach. But the problem is they think they know what it is, but it's just leading them the other way because the unconscious mind doesn't like to be seen. Okay? The unconscious mind doesn't like to be seen. But when you begin to put on the glasses, put on James's eyeballs. I want you to just pop James's eyeballs in there. You begin to see all of the unconscious things that happens, right? When someone laughs and smiles when they say, my mom just died. Oh yeah, my mom, she just kind of died the other day, and it's not a big deal. That smile is an unconscious defense mechanism. So if you pop in James's eyeballs for a second, you begin to see tension right here means they're hiding something. Tension in the jaw. When someone goes like this, starts grating their teeth, and you see the jaw starting to tighten up, that means that there's an emotion right here that wants to pop up, wants to emerge. But the unconscious tension, the protection mechanism in the jaw, is pushing the emotion down. So my friend, what I want you to tune into when you are starting to look at your potential clients is, are they telling me the truth? 95% of the time, they think they are. But really what's happening is something's in the unconscious mind, okay? They're either protecting themselves from something. They're either trying to keep something they think they're going to lose, right? I want to go on a diet, but I really don't want to lose my coping mechanism, which is food, right? So if you can start to bring someone's conscious awareness to the unconscious mind, and it begins to bubble up to the surface. And in the next videos, I'm going to teach you actually what to do with that, right? Once the things start to bubble up, you're going to have to play with them. You're going to have to interact with them. You're going to have to heal them. But those are all the tools later on in the module. So what I want you to really tune into and remember for today is take someone with a bridge from the conscious mind to the unconscious mind. The easiest way to do that is use the breath. Okay, notice the sensations in and out of your nose. Notice the heartbeat. That's an unconscious thing that you can become aware of. So the nose, sensations, heartbeat. And when you begin to put their conscious awareness on top of the unconscious behaviors and experience, like they go like this, they go, oh, notice their face, their facial muscles, all the little tiny muscles, their shoulders are unconscious movements. If they start to move away from you, that's an unconscious movement. Maybe they're hiding from something. And the thing I like most of all is when people talk with their hands. They're really telling you exactly where they're organizing all the information. One of my clients literally said, oh yeah, my boyfriend, he's such a jerk. He's so pain in my ass. I don't really want to talk to him anymore. Where is she putting and categorizing her boyfriend? Over here, right? And when you ask someone, can you remember a time when you felt really loved? I want you to do that for a moment. Remember a time when you felt really loved. And their eyes go up and to the right or to the left. They're accessing part of their brain that literally remembers images. They're remembering a time when they felt really loved. What about when you ask someone, how was your day? And they put their head down and they're like, oh, it was okay. Oh, really? Your day was okay? They put their head down. Oh, it was okay. Their voice goes down. Does that sound like an okay day to you? The favorite that I like to look at is when I go to the checkout counter and I see one of the checkout ladies. They're like, hey, did you find everything okay? I'm like, did you say that to everyone today? Right? It's like when someone gives you a canned response, your job as a coach is to take James's eyeballs, pop them in your head and say, you're bullshitting me, my friend. And what I want to do is I want to get real right now. What's going on under the surface, right? What's going on behind the scenes, behind the mask? And when you can start to do that with your clients and potential clients, then what's going to happen is you're going to start getting real answers. You're going to start talking about real problems. And you as the coach can guide them on their journey to get real results. See you in the next video.